how important is a DEXA scan, and is it valuable with regards to all the, if you've got visceral, like I got 60 grams now of visceral fat, does that mean my heart's got less fat? Is it directly correlated in terms of visceral adipose tissue?
Yes, so heart fat and visceral fat always correlate. There's a huge correlation to it. So I have a scan that actually shows both abdominal fat with the heart fat at the same time. So I'll pull that up behind me to show you, because it's a great question, Steve. A lot of people fail to understand that if they have visceral fat in a DEXA scan, that also means that they're going to have a proportionate amount of fat around their heart. And it's fat, like you mentioned at the beginning, epicardial adipose tissue. Adipose is the medical term for fat. So it's fat in the epicardial space up against and surrounding your myocardium. And your myocardium is your heart, where your coronary arteries lie. And a lot of people don't realize that the arteries that are responsible for you having a heart attack and maybe killing you are on the outer surface of the heart up against this inflammatory fat that's mediating disease into those arteries. So this is the abdomen of an individual that we're scanning. Their feet are down here. Their head is up here. Above their abdomen is their lungs, their chest. And this is their back, and this is their front. So it's kind of a slice in this direction, right smack dab in the middle of that individual. And so directly above the abdomen is the chest, and in the middle of the chest is the heart. And so fat shows up on an MRI as white. So this individual has almost all visceral fat inside of them. That's all visceral fat. And then the corresponding amount of fat around their epicardium is this big chunk of fat surrounding their heart. And so a lot of people fail to appreciate and don't know anything about heart fat, this inflammatory fat that is the number one substance inside your body that is going to kill you.
Wow.
The number one is this heart fat, not cholesterol. You can pull all the studies you want and see that actually the higher your cholesterol, the lower your mortality. So if you're looking for the boogeyman, you're looking for what is going to be your single threat. It's not your visceral fat, it's the fat around your heart, because chances are what will kill a man or woman, the number one cause of death, mortality, is heart attacks. And the number one contributing cause of those heart attacks is this inflammatory fat up against those arteries and disease in the heart. So stare at the enemy. You're looking, ladies and gentlemen, at what is most likely to kill you.
Wow.
What is most likely to kill you? It's not a car wreck. It's not cancer. It's not being in the wrong place at the wrong time, being shot. It is a heart attack. And this is your number one threat. Start mitigating your threats, your biggest threat. Start with that fat there and get rid of it. If you get rid of this, you get rid of this. If you get rid of this, you get rid of that.
Sure. Incredible picture. Well done for the screen at the back. I mean, I've done over 260 episodes. It's so visually appealing. Like you said, once you can see it, and once clients and patients can see it, then maybe they'll make more changes, because, I mean, your heart, you've got this picture as this pumping red, wonderful organ. And then you don't realize that that picture should be surrounded by all this white adipose tissue. I mean, that's what it really looks like if you've got all this endocardial adipose tissue. And like you've said before, that I've picked up listening to you, that white tissue is radioactive. I mean, it's not really radioactive, but it's causing some significant diseases wherever it touches and wherever it goes.
Yeah, I think it's a it's a good way, a good descriptor is calling it radioactive. Carl Lenore calls it radioactive to get people's attention how bad it is. He's a longtime host, 30 some years of Superhuman Radio. He's a really cool dude. But this shows a heart of a client patient who came to me that had a heart attack and a month before he came to see me. And this is his heart, his right lung, his left lung. And surrounding his heart was this huge enveloping area constricting his heart of, with all that inflammatory fat causing disease, and it caused his heart attack. So you don't want any. This is the septum between the right side of left side of the heart and the right side of the heart, and you can see that septa. And really, what I like to show people is to get them to understand that they don't want any of that heart, any fat around their heart whatsoever. And so this is a better comparison view of a diseased heart, the guy that had a heart attack, and my own heart. Okay, right at the same level, I have no fat around my heart. And so that's the way it's supposed to be. You don't want this fat around your heart, and just the ability for that heart to beat. If you got this big chunk of fat around your heart. I had a production in my house yesterday, and this guy in his 30s came over, and he was getting short of breath. He could barely talk going up and down the steps, and he was a heavy-set, obese guy. And all I could think about was, Sean, how big is the chunk of fat around this guy's heart? And so I'm like, this is why he's short of breath. If you ever wonder why you're short of breath walking up steps, let me tell you, audience, you should not be short of breath walking upstairs. That's disease. And it's not you're out of shape. You got a big chunk of fat constricting your heart. I'm sorry, I need to tell you the truth. Quit kidding yourself that you're just a couch potato. You're out of shape. You have disease around your heart.